Hi guys, Pete Mazeris, the Home Inspector Mentor, here to talk to you today about playing nice with realtors and maybe not playing nice with realtors. So here's a funny story for you. Had a incident several years ago, which I've forgotten about until recently because the realtor involved ended up being the realtor on a house that we were inspecting for her client was that hired us based on our Google reviews and not from this particular realtor's inspector list. So let's call her Rosie the realtor. So Rosie the realtor um, is hostile towards my inspectors, and my inspectors are like, what's wrong with this person? Why are we being hostile? And we come to find out that this realtor has held a grudge against me for several years because at the beginning of an inspection that I was performing for her and her clients, whom she referred to me, okay, Rosie had the audacity to instruct her buyers what to do during the inspection, which was to follow me around and take notes and ask questions, which, if you've been following my channel and went through at least my online video class, you know that that's a big no-no in my process because it's distracting, it's unsafe, you can cause damage to the house if you're distracted by the client next to you, watching you. You can miss something that's material because you're communicating at the same time that you're doing something, and you're multitasking, which is no good. Multitasking during a home inspection is no good. You should be focused, laser focused on what you are inspecting and how you are doing it to be safe and to not damage the property, right? And so that has always been my policy ever since I had a couple bad experiences of people following me around. And so that's why I stopped doing it, and that's why my guys don't do it, and it's why it's even in our inspection agreement. So anyway, back in the day, Rosie the realtor got the bright idea to instruct her buyers to follow me around, at which point I said, no, thou shalt not do that. Please do not follow me around. This is your opportunity to take another look at the house while I'm working for you and keeping you updated periodically. If there's something significant, I'll bring it over. I'll bring you to it and we can talk about it. But you don't need to take notes because everything I'm telling you about and more will be documented in the report. So again, this is your opportunity to check out the house again while I'm working for you and keeping you updated. So I go on and begin the inspection, and at some point, Rosie the realtor corners me, gets me alone, and starts to read me the riot act that how dare I contradict her in front of her clients, right? And so now at this point, I had a choice to make. I could, well, first of all, I said, Rosie, sorry about that, but that's my policy. And so if I felt uncomfortable proceeding with the inspection because now there's hostility between me and the realtor, I would cancel the inspection, refund the fee if paid to the clients, and say, sorry, I can't soldier on here. I feel I'm in a hostile environment with your realtor. And obviously, that's going to lose my revenue for that period of time, and I just wasted my time. Obviously, I've already lost the referral source because of the way this played out, and I decided at that time just to keep going through it because it really didn't bother me that much, big deal. So some realtors like you, some don't. Who cares? And so I finished it, never saw Rosie the realtor again or heard of her. or heard from her, or I don't know. I think she was retired from one industry and then was doing real estate in her retirement. And so the funny thing is that Rosie the Realtor was still around and she remembered me and was therefore hostile towards my inspectors who, being the young guys that they are, found it pretty comical and began to endear themselves directly to the young buyers who were there and their parents. And then I think finally Rosie the Realtor came around and came out of her stoop there. So um, just a funny story. So word to the wise is, you can't be everything to everybody, and pick your strategy, pick your philosophy, and proceed accordingly.